Hello, loved one. If you're here, I know you're ready to take steps towards your healthier self. But maybe you've been feeling stuck or you feel like giving up. Let's talk about something that might surprise you: the 5 mental barriers that could be holding you back from losing weight. You see, weight loss isn't just about what you eat and how much you move. It starts with what's happening in your mind. So grab a cup of tea or maybe a notebook, because I am about to break down the 5 common mental barriers that might be blocking your progress and how you can overcome them. All right? Let's start with the first one: all or nothing thinking. Now, this is when you feel like you need to be perfect to succeed. For example, you eat a slice of cake and you think, oh no, I have ruined my goals for the day. I might as well eat the whole thing. Why stop at one slice? Let's finish it all. So, how do you overcome this barrier? With the truth, which is progress is better than perfection. One treat won't ruin your weight loss journey, just like eating one bowl of salad won't transform your body overnight. Give yourself grace, make the next choice a healthy one, and keep moving forward. In the Shed Mommy Belly Challenge, I usually say, make it right with the very next bite. So let's move on, okay? Alright, now the second mental barrier that could be holding you back from losing weight is negative self-talk. You know those little whispers in your head that says, I will never lose weight. Why even try? Oh, I'm not disciplined enough. It's not in my gene. Oh my God, I'm not organized like you, Sandra. I'm here to tell you it's a lie. Sandra was not born disciplined. She was not born organized. She used to be disorganized. She became disciplined. It is a skill she's developing. Guess what? If you practice this skill, you will become disciplined too. It is a habit. It is not magic. It is not genetic. So that excuse can no longer be used. Okay? Alright, so how do you overcome that? So the next time that inner critic voices an opinion, you're never going to lose weight, I want you to be like, that's not true, and I don't have to listen to you. Now, when you catch yourself thinking negatively or too positively, I want you to pause and flip the script. Remember, truth is balance between negativity and positivity. God is neutral. And so instead of saying, I can't do this, that's negative, right? Or I'm going to lose 10 kg in 1 month, that's too positive. Your brain is going to be like, that's a lie. No, you won't. Now, most of us don't understand how our brain and mind works because we're not taught these things in school, right? And that's why we all need coaches. Because once you understand that the mind is a tool that you use to get what you want, and you are not your mind, you are a spirit being made in the image of God, that shift changes everything. Now, we've all heard the saying, the spirit is willing, but the body is weak. The body is weak because the mind has not been trained to make the body obey the will of the spirit. The body, the flesh, the old man, the sinful nature, these are terms that we hear and read in the Bible. Technically, they mean the same thing. That's why in Romans 8 verse 6, it says, letting your sinful nature control your mind leads to death. But letting the spirit control your mind leads to life and peace. The battlefield is the mind. The mind is the tool that you use to get what you want. So the question is, how do you get your mind on board? It is by reprogramming, renewing the mind. The question is, how? With words. Affirmation, meditation. This book of the law shall not depart from your mouth. Speak it. Meditate on it day and night. Observe to do all that is written, and you shall make your way prosperous and have good success. Now, when your thinking changes, it will inspire you to take action. And that's the think, feel, do model that you hear these days as a psychological concept that suggests that thoughts, feelings, and actions are connected in a cycle. Now, the psychologists did not come up with this idea. Joshua 1:8 gave us the principle. It is a biblical principle. Please make time to read this Bible for yourself so that you will know what you are entitled to. It is not a worldly concept. It is a biblical principle. And because you don't know that it's biblical principle, you detach yourself from the concept because you think it is worldly. And so you don't get the benefit of applying that principle in your life. Now, I keep saying that the devil doesn't create anything. He only distorts what God creates. And so, if he can distort God's principles in a way that it looks bad or devilish, you will never engage in it, right? Or even apply the principle, because you'll be like, oh, that's worldly, that's devilish. And that's how he keeps you stuck in the wilderness and you never get to your promised land. Meditation is a biblical principle. Affirmation is a biblical principle. And if you keep calling it New Age movement or some other name, you will miss out on the principle and benefit to make your way prosperous and have good success. Joshua 1:8 was written before any psychological book was developed. So if the devil can distort healthy lifestyle and make you think that losing weight and becoming fit is vain or worldly, you will justify that reason because as a Christian, you don't want to be worldly, right? And so you will do all you can to stay overweight and obese. And you use words like, I beg, we only live once, let's chop and quench. But that's exactly what the devil wants, for you to quench and eliminate God's people from earth. So becoming healthy and fit is beyond you and I. It gives you an opportunity to live long on earth. The opportunity to live long on earth, to do God's will on earth as it is in heaven. So as Christians, chop and quench is good news for the devil. So I hope this mental barrier has been broken. And we are no longer going to let the devil win because of our unhealthy habits. Because trust me, words have power. The power of life and death literally lies in your tongue. We use words to create the life that we want, just like our Heavenly Father created the whole world with words. Let there be. You too can do the same if you are truly a child of God. So when the thought comes in your head, I can't do this, or I'm going to lose 10 kg in 1 month, I want you to flip the script and get grounded in the truth and say this instead. I am learning how to do this. I am learning how to eat healthy and train daily. I am learning how to manage my emotions, because what that does is it makes you understand the truth. It is a process. It doesn't happen overnight, and it's okay. And that truth and peace will now inspire action. Now, because you're walking in truth, and the mind can now get involved, because the way your brain and mind works is exactly how you learn to drive a car. It is a fundamental principle, and it doesn't change because you're growing old. Okay? No. So first of all, in the beginning, when you're learning how to drive, it's going to be uncomfortable. You have to teach your brain where the brake, the accelerator, and all the techniques of driving, right? And with time, you become a pro and even start driving with one hand, right? And that's exactly how your mind is going to work for you on your weight loss journey. So stop trying to lose 10 kg in 1 month. It will backfire nicely. You will gain the weight back nicely. You already have experienced that. That's why in the Shed Mommy Belly Challenge, it is designed to give you the tools and skills to navigate this weight loss journey as a pro. As I coach you to lose 4 inches of belly fat in 8 weeks, you will be equipped with the skills to learn the art of wellness and continue with the techniques until you master it and get to your desired long-term goals. So when a thought comes that says, "But Sandra, I have failed so many times," I want you to flip it and say, "Every setback is teaching me how to succeed." Now, it might feel strange at first. Scratch that. It is going to feel strange when you start speaking the affirmation, right? And that's when repetition comes in. That's why consistency is key. The scripture says, meditate day and night, not just once. I hope that barrier has been removed now and you're ready to take action to lose weight. Alright? Now let's talk about the other barriers. Now the third mental barrier that could be holding you back from losing weight is emotional eating. I get it. As working moms, life is busy. We are juggling so much. So when stress hits, whether it's from work, the kids, your husband, or just feeling generally overwhelmed, we often reach for food as comfort. I struggled with this for a long time. I am a recovering foodie. The problem is, emotional eating doesn't solve the stress. It just adds guilt on top. So how do you overcome this? The next time you feel that urge, I want you to pause. Now, if you cannot pause, drink water. If you cannot drink water, or you have done all of that and you still feel the urge, then I want you to say your name out loud and ask yourself, for example, Sandra, are you really hungry? Or are you trying to soothe something else? Is it because of what your husband said or what your child did? If it's emotions, try a different outlet. Maybe journal, pray, call a friend, sing, or even step outside for a quick walk. Sometimes it's not hunger your body needs, it's peace. And if you can take a moment to breathe, using the 4-7-8 breathing technique, which involves breathing in for 4 seconds, holding your breath for 7 seconds, and then exhaling for 8 seconds. If you can take a moment to breathe, you will find that the urge goes away and that barrier is broken. You can stick to your weight loss goals. Let's talk about the fourth barrier that could be holding you back from losing weight: the fear of failure. Many of us don't even start because we are afraid we will fail again. We've tried diets before, we've tried meal plans in the past, and they didn't work. And so we carry that fear into the future like a backpack. But let me tell you something. Failure isn't final. Failure is feedback. So every failure shows you what doesn't work so that you can find what works for you. That's why you cannot use another person as your yardstick on your weight loss journey. And that's why comparison is the thief of uniqueness. Because what works for me may not work for you. It doesn't mean you have failed. It just means you need to figure out what works for you. That's why in the Shed Mommy Belly Challenge, I don't tell you what to eat or how to move your body. I give you the tools on how to fish for yourself and design the healthy lifestyle that works for you. So start small. Pick one thing to focus on. Whether it's drinking more water, moving your body for 15 minutes, or even swapping soda for tea. Build momentum with small wins and watch how your confidence grows. Okay? Finally, the fifth mental barrier that could be holding you back from losing weight is limiting beliefs. Now, this is when you tell yourself, it's too late for me. I'm too old. I have 5 children. I have dozen children. I will never lose weight because of my genetics. These beliefs can seem so real, but they are just stories that we've repeated to ourselves. The good news is you can change your story. So ask yourself, is this belief true? Or is it just an excuse to stay in my comfort zone? Challenge it. Replace it with something empowering, like my body is capable of change. Every day, I am becoming stronger and healthier. Changing your belief starts with changing your words. And the more you take action, you will start to create evidence, new belief to show that you really can do this. You can lose the weight and keep it off. Your mommy belly doesn't have to be a badge of honor of your pregnancy history. You really can lose it and get fit again. Now, just because a lot of mothers around you have it, it doesn't mean you cannot lose yours. You can. Don't let comparison of your potential with others create a limiting belief and create a limiting barrier and deprive you of what's possible for you. Break through that limiting barrier and step into the fullness of who you were created to be. Your weight loss journey is unique, just like your fingerprints. Embrace it, own it, and keep moving forward. So there you have it, the 5 mental barriers that could be blocking you from losing weight. Now, I believe this has been helpful for you. Let me know in the comment section which barrier you are breaking through this week. Remember, your thoughts are powerful. The more you align them with your goals, the easier your weight loss journey becomes. Now, I hope you have been inspired to take action today, because I don't want you to just watch. I want you to get involved, like, share, and do. And if you are ready to shed that belly fat, then let's roll, sister. Click the link in the description to join the Shed Mommy Belly Challenge and start your road trip to a healthier, vibrant you today. Now, if this video has been a blessing to you, as it was for me, then give it a thumbs up. And thank you for sharing this blessing with someone else too. Thanks so much for watching. Have an awesome day. Take care. Peace and love.